Hi everyone, welcome to my video. I'm going to be showing you how to turn a Disney princess into an Instagram model. Stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to do on a new layer is select the brown shade that I would like her hair color to be. So you can pick any color you like, but I went ahead with this brown. And I'm using a medium brush for the outline of her hair. And now just going around her face so that it looks like the hair is behind her, I'm just making sure that my brush is a smaller size so I can get all those fine details right beside her face and her eyelashes. And so I'm just playing around here, getting her hair exactly as I'd like, and I do go back throughout the video to fix it up as I notice different errors I've made or just change it up in ways that I prefer. To give our model that ombre hair look, I'm going in with a lighter shade of brown, and around the middle of her hair I'm just going to slowly start to fade it downwards, and then I'll be selecting an even lighter shade of brown for the bottom. This doesn't have to be too perfect, just want to make sure that your brush is at around 50% opacity, and then we can use the blur tool later to even it out. So you don't have to worry about getting it perfectly over the hair, because we're going to make sure that we overlay it just on the hair later on. So you can progressively go ahead and find lighter shades of brown towards the bottom. So now with our smudging tool, I'm just going to go ahead and blend the colors together so they fade more naturally. If you tap once on your layer, you can select clipping mask, and this ensures that your colors you just put on your canvas go only on the layer below it. So as you can see, my layer 3 is only going on my layer 2, which is my brown hair. So now with a medium hard blend brush, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be removing her shirt and I'm replacing it with skin color because I want her to be wearing a crop top at the end of the video. So I just went ahead and selected the same color as her skin tone, and then I'm just going to erase all of those parts of the shirt that I don't want. So as I've previously taken away some of her blue shirt, I'm just color selecting to match that, and I'm going to be making the shape of the shirt that I would like. So you want this to all be on the exact same layer because we're going to be overlaying some pattern onto this layer later on. So now for the ombre nails, I'm just going ahead with a white and I'm going to be just drawing on the tips of the nail, and then you can go ahead and use the blend blurring tool later on if you'd like, so it can be a perfect gradient. So I just lowered that opacity for that layer so it doesn't look too artificial. So now for her lips, I've gone ahead and selected a nude color that I think would look good for a lipstick. And so just with a small brush, I'm going in and I'm going on top of her original lips. I'm not changing the shape of her lip, just the color. So you can filter through all the different effects, so you could have darken, hue, divide, whichever one you'd prefer, so that you can get your perfect overlay. So I reduced the opacity to around 70% for her lips. So with my soft brush, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of smoky eyeshadow to the outside of her eyelids. So now on a new layer, I'm using the medium hard blend brush and a black color that I color selected from her original eyeliner to create some bold eyeliner. And it doesn't have to be perfect the first time because we'll go in with our eraser after and we will perfect it. Strokes for some dramatic eyelashes, and now I'm moving on to contouring her face. So on a new layer, I'm selecting a color that's in the neutral skin tone range, but it's significantly darker than her original skin tone. And although it's going to look really strong, don't worry about that because we're going to change our opacity later so it's not as dramatic. So I just went ahead and lowered the opacity to 20%, and I'm liking the appearance that this gives her for a more sculpted cheek. So I just went ahead and changed the color of the eyebrows a little bit so it would match the dark brown hair that I have selected for my Instagram model. Now by pressing on the little mechanic icon, add, insert photo, I went ahead and added this photo that I already had in my photo gallery on my iPad. I'm putting this layer directly above that blue shirt layer that we did earlier. It's important that when you do design that shirt that you are fully coloring in. As you've noticed, I had some spots that I had to go over in blue to make sure that my picture would fully overlay. So now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the original Disney character, and so I'm doing this by just selecting colors beside what I want to get rid of, and then I'm just blending it out, fading from one color to the other because you can see that the background is a gradient. Now I'm just redrawing some of the stems and grass that I got rid of originally. So you want to make sure when you're doing this that you're not using one flat green color because it's going to look really flat. You do want to have some dimensions in there, so using two different tones of green will really help make that grass or stem look realistic. If you go to your brush library and press touch-ups and flowing hair, that is an awesome tool that you can use to make your hair look a little bit more three-dimensional. So I'm just going in with a really soft hand on a new layer at around 50% opacity just to make her hair look realistic, so it's not just one flat gradient, so that it looks like it actually has depth to it. So I'm just going to go in and clean up some final details so that it looks as perfect as possible for any areas I might have missed earlier. And so this is how you can turn any Disney princess into an Instagram model. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what type of videos you would like to see next.